Yeah. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading, your April reading with me, Jackie, here on Romany Tarot. Before I start, I'd just like to thank any of you that have subscribed, any of you that view my readings, comment, anything like that. It all helps. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Pisces. Secondly, I just want to give you a quick reminder. It's really important if you want to see further readings that I put up in the future, your monthly readings, please do hit that notification bell, which is that little bell sign at the bottom. So then you get to see every reading that comes up and you're not searching for it. All right, Pisces. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you know, obviously, the cards that I'm using for today's reading. So I'm going to do a past, present and future layout. And the cards for this, for the oracle, I'm using the LQ. And then I'm going to be using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, which I've divided into 3 piles of majors, court cards and minor arcanas. And then I'm going to clarify right at the end of the reading with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So I'm going to pull one card from those. Okay, so like I promised in the last video, probably quite a few of you will know about Black Moon Lilith, but I was curious about it and I've done a little bit of research. So like skimping the surface a little bit about Black Moon Lilith. So let's just have a little look and see what she's all about, or what the moon, what it means. So Black Moon Lilith is about, my research, it was about Adam and Eve. So Adam's first partner, first wife, whatever, she was considered a she-dem, which is a female demon, because she was banished from the Garden of Eden for choosing not to obey Adam. Oh dear. Adam wanted Eve, or Lilith, to be subservient to him, but she refused. Excuse me. Black Moon Lilith is the point of the moon called the lunar apogee that's furthest away from the Earth. So it's not a physical place, rather a point that donates our carnal desires and the need for empowerment. Lilith believes that no one should have to settle at the hands of patriarchy. She wants us to fight back by leaning... Excuse me. I do apologise, Pisces. Keep coughing. I've been all right up till now. All of a sudden, I'll keep coughing. Anyway, she doesn't want us to settle at the hands of patriarchy. She wants us to fight back by leaning into our shadow side and not compromising in any aspect of our life, especially sex lives. Woohoo! So using intuition, strength and alchemy to unapologetically manifest greatness in our personal lives is the best way to create greatness and attain our goals. All right. By fighting for independence and freedom, with Black Moon Lilith, we can reclaim, define and conceive the life we want, and more importantly, on our own terms. Well, that's it. So that's very interesting. So let's have a look at this placement. So I'm looking at the placement in Pisces. So Lilith in this placement. So Lilith in Pisces lives with the head in the clouds, very creative and imaginative, but not so good at mundane tasks like keeping appointments or paying bills. Paying bills on time. Their watery, mutable nature takes them to a different plane of existence. Okay. All right, Pisces. So that's what I have of just a little bit there about Black Moon Lilith. It could be going into the reading. Maybe it's not. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so let's have a look. So let's look at your number before we start. So you do have the number 1. So this covers the first house and the 10th house for you. And it's also about your confidence. So if we look into that number, so we're looking at the 10th house, the first house, we're looking at the sun, and the first chakra, anything relating to that number one, maybe the aces in the tarot. We could be looking at the tens as well. All right, so it covers all that as well, Pisces. Okay, so let's move on. So the numbers, so we're looking at the number, so we're looking at the number one. So this isn't for everybody, remember. So for some of you, the reading might have a little bit more significance if maybe you was born on the 28th of February, the 1st of March, the 10th of March, or even the 19th of March. All right, so this is, and of course, we're looking at that rising as well, that rising sign, ascending or rising sign. So here with the house of the sun, with ascending rising sign, we have someone here with great, uh, we have someone here, let me start again, sorry, Gemini. Gemini, and I wanted to mention Gemini actually, because I think I've done Gemini before this reading. Anyway, so we have someone here with a gentle, quieter approach, all right, but also someone who has experienced a great personal loss in their early lives. And remember, the loss could be anything. It could be a family member, it could be a child, it could be anything like that, all right, a close friend. But very compassionate because they understand suffering. They can relate to others on a deeper level, all right? So the first house is who you are. So I have that here with this. This is you as an individual, Pisces. It's about, your physical body, your appearance, your ego, sense of self, and the impression you give. All right, so that covers the first house there. And a new experience. So we're looking at a new experience. This would be an experience. This would be experiencing something completely different compared to anything you've experienced before. All right. Extremely creative with your hands. So something you do. Of course, we all use our hands every day. Don't get me wrong, but there's something here you do, Pisces, that is very creative. I don't know whether you I don't know if it's drawing, painting, it could be knitting, crocheting, it could be so many things, making jewellery, we cover those areas, playing an instrument, anything like that. Someone's very good with their hands and it comes very natural, it's a very natural thing for them as well. So very intelligent as well. This person doesn't need much instruction, practice. They pick up things very easily. So you're naturals at something, all right? So we have with that number one, we have inventiveness, being spontaneous, very original, intellectual. They know how to have a good conversation. And we have a very good business mind as well with this number and this layout. Okay, so that covers the one in all aspects. We do have the root chakra here. So, of course, with the first house, we're looking at I am. So it's I am. And then with the first chakra, we're looking at I have. So I am and I have. So I am capable of doing things, whatever it is. I do have what I need. I have the skills, the knowledge to do something. So, it covers all those sort of things. But we'll look at that a little bit later if we need to. Just have a little vape. So we're also looking at the 10th house as well, Pisces. So your place in the world. So the 10th house is all about your place in the world, your ambitions, aspirations. It's about your public life, your profession status, and more to do with where you're going rather than where you've come from. All right. So it's also to do with the breadwinner. So we're looking maybe at the father. and those who have authority over us, like bosses. It's also the phrase they use for this 10th house is that, I master, and also, yeah, I master for the 10th house. So something you've mastered. So, this could be anything to do with your, what you do for a living, for a hobby, for, your creative side. Interesting, very good. I also see here, I do feel here before I start the reading, there is a very strong connection. Let me go on. Strong connection here, I feel, with Gemini. I've already told Gemini this as well about Pisces, about you guys. There is a strong connection here. It's rather a brother, sister, or mother. I'm getting here because you do have this can also symbolize she who calms, Jenna. In this card, it can also be they say card of the ghost. So maybe somebody who's crossed over into spirit, or that doesn't have to be. All right. So just basically with that card, I'm not saying it's the Gemini, but with that 10th house, with the father, I'm feeling a strong father presence with this card, who may have crossed over into spirit, or maybe he's living. So there's maybe the month of April going onwards, springtime, that sort of presence is going to be around you quite a bit, I feel, here in some way, Pisces, okay? All right. So if I need to go back to anything, I will, don't worry. Yeah, so let's get on with the cards. So the card reading. So, as I said, we're going to do past, present, and future. Let's get rid of this vape in the hands all the time. And it's funny I should say that because my moon is in Pisces. And I do feel there's something here to do with cutting down on, I don't know if it's a bad habit, some sort of addiction. This could be anything. I feel this is something to do with, like me, with this vape, for example. Okay, I don't smoke anymore, but this is in the end more than not, which is not really good, really. So for you guys, I mean, it could be a sweet tooth, like a sugar intake, your diet, something to do with your eating. It could be anything. It could be smoking. It could be your favourite tipple. Wherever it is, there's just something here about trying to sort of cut down on that. All right, we can't cut it out completely, but as I say, one step at a time. Just try and half your intake. Sort of cut it down, whatever it is that you tend to do. All right, that could be making you rather hyperactive. I think I said this for another sign as well, hyperactive or lethargic in some way. So, feeling a little bit lacking sort of strength, and energy. Or it could have the reverse, too much sugar, too hypo, sort of too quick. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with the reading. So first of all, we've pulled these oracle cards from the LQ, and I have taken bullet points as I do. I do like doing my little writings. Helps me remember, being ADHD and all. It's just something I have to do. To keep on track, keep some sort of order when I'm doing these readings. The LQ book. I just wanted to mention any tarot deck that I buy, me personally, or oracle deck. I always read the books. I think it's good to read the books personally, apart from using your own intuition, my intuition, how I feel about the cards. I also read the books. I find it respectful to the artist, the creator, the designer, to sort of give credit where credit's due, sort of thing. Okay, they've taken a lot of time and energy to create these lovely cards and books for us. All right. So what I do, instead of reading out the book, I take out certain things that stand out to me, certain bullet points. So I write them on my little say cue cards. So let's have a look at this first card you have. This is in the past position, Pisces, and it's she who aches. Doesn't matter your gender, remember that, male or female, man or woman. And this is Perpetua, and this says sadness, solitude, silent, and withdrawn. Okay, so with the points I picked up with this card is pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. All right. So some sort of in the past, I do feel that you've been quite withdrawn, spending maybe more time than not than you have done in the distant past, maybe on your own. So you're spending maybe too much time here in the past on your own, being on your own, being in some sort of silence where I don't know, maybe you need more. I don't know, for some of you, it might be just needing more company or something around you, but something you feel sad about as well. This could be to do with, of course, a loss, because that could cause a lot of sadness for us when we lose a loved one in spirit. And I did pick up here on that father for you, Pisces, some sort of father figure as well in spirit for some of you. So also, she who aches is also about being separated from someone or something you love, all right? And it's about believing in yourself. So we're looking at confidence, you know, April time, you know, onwards. So we're looking at finding that confidence again, believing in yourself, believing in your ability. Yeah, spending too much time alone. Release your thoughts onto paper, maybe. Do not ignore offers of help and assistance. If I can get the words out, Pisces, do not ignore offers of assistance from others. All right. So if someone's trying to help you out in a way, you know, it could be good, you know, good advice, you know, what they say, a sympathetic ear, and you know, to sort of talk about things, have someone to talk to about things and how you feel. So yeah, that covers that. So that's in the past. So maybe you're going through that because you do continue here with this card. So we're looking at she who hopes. All right. So this is about love, hope, and relationships. So those are just a few of the things. It tells you not to give up. So never give up. All right. Whatever it is that you're trying to move towards, resolve, or come to terms with, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is in your current energies here as well. So you're not losing hope in something. All right. And this is also to do with love and relationships. And of course, love and relationships cover not just the intimate ones, but the ones we have with our friends and family. All right. So, as I said, I've explained that one roughly, but I will go into she who calms a little bit later. So let's pull some cards for you, Pisces, and see what you have. We're going to pull from the major first. So pulling from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And these are all colours as well, with the chakra colours and points. So let's have a look. What do we have for Pisces? Excuse me. Here I go, look. Got to have a pull. Got to have a pull. Right, let's cut the cards. Pisces. Temperance. All right, so that's under that she who aches, Temperance. The High Priestess. Fits you nicely. She who hopes. And the Magician. Lovely cards, Pisces. All right, and she who calms. So that's your first three cards. So let's have a look. Let's just pull some court cards and see what energies you've been in, you're in at the moment, or you're going into. So we just want a couple of court cards here with these. I'm on the table here underneath this table. I've got another little table. Keep knocking it with my knee. Right, let's pull a couple of these for you, Pisces. Princess of Wands, Queen of Wands, great energy to be in the present moment. That shows the hope you have there and the optimism. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, lovely. Right, I'm just going to pull a minor arcana now. Minor arcana. Just give them a good shuffle. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? So you've got two of the cards I was looking for with that Black Moon Lilith there. So you do have Temperance, which is alchemy, and you do have the High Priestess, which is the intuition. So that's great. Right, let's just cut these. Pisces. So we have Three of Coins, Three of Swords. Ooh, so working very Five of Cups. Oh, my lovely Pisceans. Nine. So that's where we need to be at the bottom of the deck. We need to be on the Nine of Cups there. So we're looking at your potential. Okay, so in this first row you have Temperance, the Princess of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So if we look at this, she awakes. So if we look at Temperance, this is the root chakra. So remember where the root chakra is, that first chakra. So we're looking at stability, security, where you're from, your foundations, family beliefs, survival instincts, physical body, because we have that first house. So we're looking at you. So don't be self-conscious as well. That's what I want to say. I think at times you can be very self-conscious, Pisces. I don't know if it's something you always do or something that you tend to do, or maybe it's just something you're going through at the moment. But I do feel that, of course, Temperance is a card of balance, and they say alchemy. It's also a card of blending things together, trying new things. All right. So if there's something, let's just say, to do with your physical appearance, your body, as I say, it could be weight, it could be anything like that. Maybe you need to gain weight, maybe you need to lose weight. That's how you're feeling. That's your view on things. But it's usually, if anything, is so that that you can be more healthy. All right. So this is about trying new ways as well. So if we're looking at that aspect of worrying about those certain things, we could be looking at trying different diets or different ways of. Sometimes we don't even really have to diet. We just have to change the way we eat, and what we eat. All right. So it's about changing and trying new things and finding out, what works for you and what doesn't. That's how I'm feeling with that past energy just for now. So let's have a look. Let's move on, because you do move into a better, coming out of this past position. So Princess of Wands. So a very adventurous energy. Somebody who really knows what they want, what they want to go after. But we have to look at this, and intuition comes in as well with the wands. And then we also have the green as well, the heart chakra. So we're working from the heart space. So the intentions there, you've got good intentions towards something here, all right? Um, but is it all just in the mind? It's one thing thinking about doing something, and it's another thing taking action on it and really sort of getting moving on something here, all right? And then we finish, as I say, with the Three of Coins. All right, so something here, the Three of Coins is all about teamwork. It's about being noticed, getting recognition for something that you're good at, that you're skillful for. Somebody's looking up to you in some way. You could be performing or something, you know, for some of you, it could be performing. For others of you, you could be showing somebody the ropes about something. But for others of you, when I read that Lilith in Pisces, this could be, well, let me just have a look before I say anything of how I feel there. I did have the words. Yeah, it's that very creative and imaginative energy, all right? Um, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. If something's in the mind, Ed in the clouds, remember I was saying, you know, with that Lilith in Pisces, sometimes you can sort of just be, have good intentions, think about doing something, but whether you carry it through. And this is also, remember the help that we need to accept with I think she who hates, yeah. So it's about not ignoring offers of help as well. So if you're trying to tackle something on your own, or you're trying to do something, don't ignore others if they've got some sort of input to give you or some sort of help. You know that they can help you with something in some way. All right, Pisces. And here we've got a lot of with the High Priestess, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Coins. All right, so something here to do with the solar plexus. All right, so it's about the gut. So we're looking at that intuition and the gut feeling, and also maybe I'll say the gut because I'm saying the gut. Maybe you're a bit conscious about the middle part here, the stomach part of your body as well for some of you. All right, so that's what I'm picking up on there. For this row, we have She Who Hopes, Love, Hope, and Relationships. So never give up. All right, know yourself first. All right, so that's very appropriate by what I've been speaking about here in the past position about your self image, because we're looking at the first house. It's about having, you know, getting that confidence and getting that confidence back in yourself, being self conscious about your appearance, how you look, or something about yourself. All right. Uh, One of the things that can help that is cutting back, as I say, on what you're eating, your diet, and things like that. All right. For others of you, sometimes I'd say certain weight problems can't be helped. And I'm going to get some comments probably. I'm not, but this is, as I said, it's not for everybody. All right. So this will be for, you know, a selective few of you. So, yeah. So she wrote, so love yourself first, you know, whatever shape or form you're in. All right. So and know your worth, know what you're worth. And this is what this card is about, She Who Hopes, all right? So what you have learned to do with relationships, what have you learned from past relationships, you know, in the past? What kind of person are you hoping to come into your life, Pisces? So maybe we're looking at more of a relationship aspect here as well. So, you know, what sort of person do you want or are you hoping for in your life? What are you doing to attract that person into your life? So it's about taking action. All right. So it's not dwelling on something and just thinking about it and thinking, oh, you know, if only I could do this, only I could do that. Um, or you've got that intention there, especially with this Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but it's actually getting up and sort of really sort of following through and doing what you planned. All right, it's taking action. Okay, so we do have the High Priestess here, and I was looking for this. You know, your intuition, your instinct. You know, following your instincts about something. Uh, Especially when it comes to, I'd say, relationships, not fearing that something's going to repeat itself, something that's happened in the past, that something's going to come, you know, the same thing's going to happen in an existing relationship, or maybe you're thinking something's going to happen, you know, in a future relation, you know, if you get into a relationship. Right, so it's all about positive thinking here. You know, is there some, is because we do have the Three of Swords here. You know, why, you know, everybody I meet, I mean, not me personally, I'm just saying for you, some of you Pisces, you might be feeling like everybody I seem to meet, it seems to go wrong in some way. So don't feel like that, don't think like that, all right? Stay, the central card here is the Queen of Wands. She knows, you know, she's very confident, the Queen of Wands. She knows what she wants. She knows how she likes to look, and she just accepts herself as well for what she is, you know, accepting yourself for what you are, loving yourself first is really important. All right. So let's move on to this card, which I haven't quite read all the meanings here. She Who Calms. So you have She Who Calms. So this is about making time for yourself. All right. So maybe pampering yourself, treating yourself, and what do I want to say? It's hard to stick. It's hard to stick to something. So you need something else, I feel, Pisces, for some of you, that compensates some sort of boredom for something that you don't really want to do, but you want to do it. I'm not saying you don't want to do it, but you want to do it, but it gets a bit tedious or boring in some way. All right. But She Who Calms, this energy, this is Jenna. This is about stillness, purity, and quiet. All right. So this card is peaceful moments to yourself. It's also about calm companionship, someone you can confine in. All right. It's about your purest intentions and your presence that calms others as well. All right. So I'd say take action because you do have the Magician card. Also, making, you know, a beginning here, starting something. All right. So whatever it is that you're doing, you you have the capability to take action in something. You have the capability for the love, to love what you do, or that love within you. You have everything. You have the coin, you have the resources, you have the skills. All right. We have the sword here. You've got the good ideas, you've got the vision. Um, you know, then you've got the imagination, of course. We read that earlier. Good creative imagination. All right. So you can, if you push yourself, whatever it is that you're trying to push towards or you're trying to achieve in some way, you can do it here, especially with the Magician card. All right. So it's about using that, going out in the world and using your skills and your experience. Okay, and I went off it a bit here with Jenna, but She Who Calms, stillness, purity, and quiet. Um, okay, as far as for some of you, excuse me, as far as love's concerned, this is your card, Pisces. We do have the Knight of Cups. So this is water energy, Pisces. We could use, maybe you're dealing with another water sign as well. A strong, especially with the Magician here, strong Gemini connection here. But the Knight of Cups is obviously somebody who's, it's a, knights are all about action anyway. So this is action in coming from the heart. It's about speaking. This is the blue color, the blue chakra. So this is the throat chakra. So this is about using your voice, good communication, especially when it comes to affairs of the heart and how you feel, what you're feeling, your true feelings about something, all right? And then we have more of this blue chakra energy with the throat chakra, with the Five of Cups. All right. So just think about what it is that you want here with this card, because it can be a card, of course, of regret, disappointment, um, feeling, here sad. It's a feeling of sadness, feeling regretful, feeling things don't work out for you or something's not going in, working for you, going in your favor in some way. But with this card, this is all about communication, speaking about what it is that you want, what it is you're looking for, especially when it comes to love, with even if it's with family, friends, anything like that, your partner, express how you feel, express you know, it, talk about things. Remember, we have that calm companionship. So having somebody around you you can talk to that doesn't judge you, or you know what I mean, sort of doesn't lets you talk. That's what I want to say. Somebody who lets you talk and lets you express yourself in some way. All right, you know, getting those emotions out, them feelings out, especially in your words. Lovely. So I'm just going to pull now one here from the Mystical Moments Tarot. So we're just going to end the reading here with one of these, Pisces. I hope I've made sense here in some way. What do we have for Pisces? I'd say for others of you as well, I was picking up, especially with the Magician being here, I was picking up something extra. That's what I'm going to say. So the month of April for you as well, Pisces, could be a month of getting extra income, extra work, or complete, or even starting something, starting another project, or doing something different in some way. All right, doing something different. Just give me a second, because I did. Yes, I'll go back here. Let me just see. Sorry, Pisces. I did have something. There was something here about doing something different, experiencing something different, completely different compared to anything you've experienced before. So that's really nice. So it means that something's coming in, or you do have something that's quite unique. All right. I hope that makes sense, Pisces. Right. Let's just pull one more card from the Mystical Movements. King of Wands. So we've got the Queen and the King of Wands here. All right. So the King of Wands is also a confident card. He's, I say, the entrepreneur of the court cards. He can do a lot of things. He can sort of do quite a few things. He's pretty hands-on at not just one thing, quite a selection of things. So he mixes things up, and I keep being drawn to that Magician card here. Different ways of doing something, or trying a different way of trying something, whether it's in yourself, whether it's in your work, or whether it's in you're communicating, you know, with the people that you're with around you, or the person, that significant other. But yeah, lovely energy with the King of Wands. The King of Swords. Wow. I could say if you in a relationship, for those of you who are already in a relationship, you're with someone very compatible energy here. For some of you, obviously singles, not looking for. I think we're looking for love because we do have that Knight of Cups here. If you are looking for love, it could be dealing with another Pisces as well. For some of you, so it could be two Pisces teaming up together in the future, and yeah, and the King of Swords here in the outcome. All right, as communication here. So I feel communication about what you've been through. Let's not don't beat around the bush. Let's just come out and just say what I feel with the card without having to extend on it too much. You know, I just feel that this is you speaking about I don't know, trauma or heartache or something like that that you've been through, or needing to speak about that. It's about speaking your truth. And we have the Five of Wands. All right. This is when I look at this card, this Five of Wands, I think of strategy, because playing the game of chess. Maybe some of you do play that game. So it's about strategizing. It's about competition. It's about, I wouldn't say it's like the Five of Swords, because can be sort of real conflict in some way, but there is some sort of maybe conflict, but I feel more to do with competition. So you could be up against some opposition or competition in some way. All right, so going into the future. So you're going to have to need magician can be very strategic as well. All right, so yeah, so something you're going into in the future. Maybe some sort of planning. I'd say making a better plan or something, or plans. I'm getting the word plans. So maybe you're planning something, Pisces, going into the future. All right, there we go. Queen of Pentacles. So it could be dealing, that was at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with Capricorn as well. So we do have the signs on the table. We do have, with this card, we have Capricorn, we have Pisces, we have Aries, Gemini, possibly, and Leo. They're all showing up for you, Pisces. We've got loads of signs here. Leo, Sagittarius. Take your pick. Anyway, okay, I'll leave it there with you, Pisces. I did hope this sort of clarified something in some way, and it resonated with some of you in some way. Remember, doesn't matter male or female, doesn't matter your gender, but also remember it's not going to be for everybody, all right? So just keep that in mind. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, Pisces. And I'll be back soon with your May reading. So please do take care of yourself, and God bless. Bye.